For this next assignment, you are going to need to download a picture that's been posted to Google Classroom under photo assignment number 11. Just simply click the link and save the image of the hot air balloons to your flash drive in the original photos. This one's called the Great Balloon Race. And then open Photoshop again and open the Great Balloon Race from your flash drive. In this tutorial, we are going to be working with the clone stamp. The clone stamp looks kind of like a stamp that you might place into ink and then stamp an image of something onto another piece of paper. And that's kind of what we're going to be doing here. What we're going to be doing is taking pixels or colors from one area of your picture and placing them over the top or replacing other colors with the pixels that you've taken from somewhere else in the picture. To do this, you're going to need to first pick a size and kind of a shape that you're going to use as kind of your stamp. I like to use something around the 95 pixels and a feathered edge. I think it creates a little bit nicer coverage. And then I'm going to come down here, make sure I have my clone stamp selected, and I will be selecting text or selecting ink and pixels by holding down the Option key. Changes my mouse. Notice it kind of looks like a target there. Then I click, let go of the Option key, and then hover over an area of the balloon, and it kind of creates a little blue coverage there. You'll want to limit the number of times you click the blue over the balloon, just because if you carry it too far, it'll start repeating and then you'll end up with kind of some shadows of different things. Notice that our picture starts at the top with some darker blue and it works its way down to lighter blue. If I were to, say, steal some pixels from this area by doing an Option click and then come back up here to the balloon, you'll notice that the blues don't match. So as you're trying to cover up things or take away things from a picture, you're going to want to steal pixels or colors from areas that have similar backgrounds. So I'm going to work a little bit here. It's very tedious. It's going to take a little bit of time, but it's well worth the effort that you put into it. If you rush this process, it's going to look smudgy, and it will be very obvious that something was there. We want it to look as if nothing was there to begin with. So I'm just going to play around with this a little bit. See, even I'm getting a little bit smudgy there. Maybe I'll take from this side here. And as you can see, I kind of rushed this area right here. It's a little lighter, so I may want to go back and try to cover, oops, that's not what I wanted. Cover some of those areas up. And if all else fails, you can always just start again. If you take your time, that's a little better. So as I move on down the balloon, I'm going to want to take from lighter and lighter areas. Notice here. For the sake of time, I'm going to stop at this point. Your objective is to actually remove all of the balloons from this picture. The only thing that should be remaining is the sky from top to bottom, where it kind of changes in variance. It's kind of a changing shade. And then the trees that you have down here at the bottom and the people that you have at the bottom, those should all remain in there. It should look as if there was never a balloon in the sky. In cases like this, you have a balloon at the bottom. If I were to click this and try to remove it, it may actually look a little odd. To have your balloon gone, so you can always replace that area with some of the images from the trees. And that's when the feathered edge kind of comes in handy. It makes it look kind of like the regular tree line. Now, this video works for this particular assignment. You are going to be using this picture of the balloons, and you're going to remove them, and you're going to upload them for assignment number 11. Assignment number 12 is doing something very similar. However, you get to pick the picture. You get to find a picture with a person in it. You might find it from your original folders. You may have to go looking for another Creative Commons picture that you can use. You have to get the photo approved by me before you can start removing something and using it as your assignment. What I'm going to be looking for is a picture that's not too hard and it's not too easy. You can't pick a picture where the entire background is black and you're just going to remove something by just clicking black over the top. I want some variance. I want it to be a little bit tricky, kind of like this one was with the darker at the top and lighter at the bottom. I need it to be somewhat big. It does. I wouldn't accept a photo like this where you only removed this little light pole here. I'd expect you to put some effort into it. So pick a picture before you do anything with it. Just put your flag up and I'll come around and give you approval before you can use it. Once you have removed, in this case, all of the balloons or whatever you're removing, you'll just simply go to File, Save As. I will go to my edited photos. And I will name this one as Clone Stamp. And once again, I may want to go back over here to my flash drive. In the original photos, find the Great Balloon Race, copy it, and say Clone Stamp Original. Good luck. Don't get frustrated. Take your time. And I'm looking forward to seeing your picture.